And 3, 2, 1, we are back here, Red Wall Podcast with the sexy. Let me just finish the sentence. Well, I was about to say the sexy sunflower guy.
Exactly.
Because I'm still with the sunflower vibes. Anyway, thank you for, keep doing the second part of the episode. And there is something that you guys need to know. What I love about this girl, she is like me. She does 3,000 things per week. Because you know what? I do my podcast, I do my crochet, I do my classes at the gym, I do the gym, I got my work. I always trying to keep myself busy. That's basically who you are as well. You do tons of things on your daily basics. That's why I think you are one of the greatest one.
Let's say I'm not getting bored.
Yeah, that's what I keep saying to everyone. You know what? I just like, to spend my time and do always something new.
That's true.
It's true. So we were talking about, social media and AI, and there were like some other questions left.
Mm-hmm.
So just let's start again when we left, which was like talking about social media, right? What do you think that makes right now or something viral on Instagram? What goes viral these days?
So there's a few answers to this question. Let's say
your opinion, huh?
in my opinion, of course.
All right.
Always in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I can say something for certain. Things are changing so fast nowadays. So in my opinion, I will say a few things. People, when they scroll on Instagram, for example, they just use this social media app as a distraction from their life. So when they got bored and or they want to relate to someone, or they're sad and they want to find a kind of solution for their problems, the main things that attract people are funny things, stupid stuff, but mainly people who shares their emotion. When someone can relate to someone else, there's plenty of, people who share their, for example, it depends always about the topic, of course, but someone who shared their cancer period, cancer problem, when they got cancer. Or someone who's struggling, becoming, a sport person or healthy, who wants to be healthy in eating healthy, or all these kind of things. So sometimes
this is like a common thing as well. Like
exactly.
When you want to start a new journey, you always start looking for it, and you find always many answers or many
exactly.
people.
That always obviously depends also by the algorithm.
Mm-hmm.
That the more obviously what you're looking for, then it pops up. Boom, 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 boom. Sometimes when you even when you talked about it, when your phone is always listening, and then I don't know, you talk about, tomorrow I want to have a spa, and then you go boom, 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 boom. Things that appears to go to a spa, to a hotel, or having a massage, or all this kind of stuff.
So just because you just open a little door over there, like for instance, I do know for a fact that sometimes you can create a successful reels, or you can have a successful picture based off the day of the time that you are posting it. Is that true? There is something behind that?
I'm not sure about it.
Did you hear something like that? Sometimes, it's better post on that day, on that time, because there is more people, like probably like a lunch break, that like scrolling more, so you can get more visibility.
So let's say posting on this social media, it's also about your position, your location. So if you post something, I don't know, in UK, it's very unlikely that someone is going to see it in America, or in Dubai, or in India, or in Tokyo, unless obviously that post or that content goes a little bit viral. But it's always about the place you're in, the location where you're based. So I would say, obviously, if I'm in the UK and I know that most of people are working from this time to that time, there are some ranges that are more likely to be seen. It's not a rule, but it's just more likely to. So there's not, even because the algorithm and Instagram mainly, they're changing so often this time, that you never know how to use it correctly. You can try, you can pay something for, you can pay to promote your stuff and your things, but in order to grow them organically, I think maybe the best things is just to follow the habit of people. And also it depends on what your target is. I don't know, if you know if you're a sport person and you know that you want to attract those kind of people, you know that those kind of people, I don't know, wakes up, people who wants to be healthy, or people who wants to train themselves, they wake up early in the morning, so you know that there's a range of time in the morning where they're gonna look at their phone 100%, because nowadays it's impossible then people are not with their phone in their hand. Maybe they're not using Instagram, they're not using the other things, but they for certainly they have their phone in their hand. So, or if you're a nightclub person and you post things during the night, or you post things in the evening and whatsoever, you know that those people, when they got bored around, I don't know, after eating, before eating, or in the morning, or when they get back from work around 7, 6, so people, they're just scrolling every time. So it depends what kind of target you're aiming to reach, basically.
If you could create a new platform right now, despite all the success of TikTok right now and Instagram, a new social media, what do you think that is the featuring that is still missing? The featuring that your new platform will have it?
So among all these social media platforms, there's something that no one is thinking of, probably. It's about the truth. You see a lot of bullshit, a lot of people who fakes to be the person that they are. You cannot trust of anything you see on social media. I know people that show off they're a lovely couple, and then in the private atmosphere, in the private part, they're insecure and whatsoever, or people who create sunflowers dot 1 2 3, and they have five other kind of accounts, so they're fake. I will create a kind of proof of identity, where one contact, one person, and that's it. So to be verified, so you know that the person that is talking, the person you're talking to, or the person you're looking at on that social media platform is effectively existing. So it's real, and you can actually relate to that person. Because nowadays, I mean, I have probably three accounts. Depending on what I want to post. But honestly, I think one is enough. One is enough to show someone that is real and where you can relate it to, basically.
When it comes to promoting, for instance, now in terms of podcast, I'm also someone who is listening, for instance, someone who is gonna invest in a new grocery shop or in a new restaurant. What do you think is the ideal budget to start with if they want to promote a new or something? I don't know.
It depends what your budget is, but I will say at the beginning, just unless you have budget that you can afford, I would say start on your own a bit for a while, and then as soon as you feel that you're not able to keep yourself updated, or you're not able to stay behind all these kind of things, just call someone else. If you don't have a budget, obviously. If you have a budget, I would say around 1,000 more. If you want to find someone who just started or is doing this kind of job for a short time of period, you can relate to them. But obviously, you need to be aware that someone who just started cannot give you the right result, or the result that you want. Can just give you maybe visibility, because they're trying, they're using you as not an experiment, but they're just trying to find their way and all these kind of, to learn how to work. So you spend less, but you're not getting the 100% result that you should
that you're looking for.
that you're looking for exactly, or if you want something done properly. If we here in UK, probably you need to spend £2,000 for month for sure to get someone who does the content, who posts them, who does analytics, who search things, who create a strategy, which is, I think the strategy is the main things that someone should look for it. They're like, okay, we do this one, we want to create this kind of content. Then you talk with the person that's qualified for it, and you kind of find not an agreement, but what you are you do a briefing basically. What you want to do, what you want to achieve, where you want to go. You want to have visibility, or you want to have a ROI, a return of interest from all this platform. Whoa, sorry. So it really depends, but I would say the minimum budget that you can afford probably is £1,000 to start, just to start. Yeah. And then you see how it goes. But if you want things that goes 100% sure, 2,000k is the minimum to give it your dream to someone else who knows how to handle it. And then you just not wait, but you expect the result. And you know that the results will come.
You are a social media marketing manager, but as well you are also a photographer, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that you do two things that they can mix together very well, you think that you got the extra mile comparing to some other people that do the same things?
Let's say it's easier. Because sometimes when you can manage things to do all by yourself, obviously it's stressful. But at the same time, you don't need to talk with someone else. You don't need to express and plan everything, or explain the vision that how those pictures or how those things you want to become. So it's like it's more like an argument between me and myself. So I know what I have to do. I'm doing it. I can...
Just be honest. Say yes, I'm better than others. Come on. Say the truth. I mean, you do things that they're quite good right now.
I mean, sometimes doing lots of stuff doesn't mean that you can do lots of things, but you cannot be good at all of them. What I like, it's knowing a lot of how to do lots of things. But doing photography and marketing manager as well, it's easier. Honestly, it's easier. I don't need to communicate or saying other stuff to things to others. I just know what I have to do. Mm-hmm. I do it, and when you know how to do it, it's very, very easy. You don't lose time. Yeah, it's quicker, much quicker sometimes.
I have just one more question for you today, because
mm-hmm.
you are a photographer, right? And we live in a time where we were talking about AI and then filters and good new phones. We do good quality of pictures.
Mm-hmm.
Are these tools kind of killing the job in terms of career?
So my straight answer would be no. Obviously, as I said before, for example, even AI is a tool that lots of people can use it. Photoshop is a tool that people can use it to change, to edit their job, their content, their photos or whatever. But we always need to remember that doing create picture, as a photographer, it's an art. It's an expression of yourself. So I saw lots of people who blame the new technology, mm-hmm. or the blame AI or other kind of tools that can manipulate an image. But yes, could be something I don't like it. But at the same time, there's always someone behind it. Like, I have an idea. I want to do it. I want to create this one, even with AI, even with the tools, even with myself. But it's an expression of myself, or my thought, my imagination. And as soon as I create something, it's an art.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, something that you might not like it, other people cannot like it, might not like it, or then you find someone who might like it. And then you grow. It's just an expression of yourself, and people can enjoy it. You cannot obviously be not everybody you can like you, but you will find someone who likes what you do, what you create, and doesn't matter the tools. It's like using a paintbrush. Is it the paintbrush that create the art, or is the person behind it that with the hand and the gesture and the thought is doing it? So it's just a tool, and it's just the person behind it that is gonna do the art.
Guys, if you wanna find more about it, I'm gonna link the Instagram of Marina just below, so you can reach her for anything you want. Marina, was lovely have you today.
Thank you so much.
For being part of the Red Bull podcast, and maybe see you next time.
Hopefully.
Bye.